someone cries to me.
There we go, Saturday the, what is it, Steve? 20th? 25th of June. Got Siddal, WATERHEAD Siddal. And eventually we're going to put a face to the voice, the famous voice. It's
X-Man will be after me now.
Steve Each from Pro Am 13. Hi Steve.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Great to see you. Doing the commentary today for the game.
We certainly are. A couple of weeks ago, Dave said to me, have a look at your future and just see if there's any games you fancy. And this one come, I thought, where you lot have been doing this season. I mean, absolutely wonderful. Siddal, obviously, I didn't know that. Always do about. So it's going to be a
well, I also, it's great. It's a great pleasure to have you over here. Obviously,
enjoy it.
And we'll have a chat after the game as well. But welcome to WATERHEAD, Steve.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for them couple of wise words. Are you shouting for the head today?
Talking
impartial. Cheers, mate. Hello, Stuart.
Hello, Jeff. You surprised me there.
Hi, Stuart.
Just hang on. I need.
Wet the tonsils. Lubrication. Split the H, Stu. Split the H. Have you done it?
Like the swish of an angel's wing.
So we've got Saturday the 21st of June.
Yep.
Massive game at the end this afternoon. Siddal at home. We're riding high in the NCL. What do you know about Siddal, Stuart?
Halifax. I had a look. In fact, actually, did I look at it? You know, these are actually the only amateur team to play.
Amateur rugby?
No, they were the first amateur side to play against the Toronto Wildcats.
Toronto Wolfpack? Really? Yeah, they nearly beat them as well, didn't they? Bloody hell.
There you go.
That's good, well done, Stuart. That's a bit of research for you.
Right, what do you want to know now?
We've got a couple of changes today. Scott's not playing, is he? Loose forward, he's still... yeah, he's still feeling a bit after last week's escapades. Yeah, but we've got Danny Bridge coming back in, and Callum Cameron's back.
Yes, our Cal. Yeah, he's always up for it, Callum.
Finn Rogers is still in, he's on the bench. And Meatball's kept his place. I thought Meatball had a great run last week.
He's on the bench again, Meatball, yeah. Good squad again. And I'm glad to see that...
I won't put that in, don't worry, I'll edit that out. Is that because you were greedy with your ale?
And a bit of rain just before the game, that would be good.
So, any predictions for this week, Stu? Any score predictions? You weren't far off last week, were you? You're only like 30 points off, weren't you?
30 points, no, they Siddal, they beat Miners, didn't they, a couple of weeks ago on a Friday, 50.
They're a good side, Siddal, aren't they? They've been for years. Established Premier Division.
They won the NCL Championship.
And to be fair, when we played up there, they looked really organised. Sorry. You're going to book me? Yeah, just looking to you over your right shoulder, we've got Steve Beach and Dave Parkinson from Pro Am 13. I think you want to catch up with a quick interview afterwards, Stuart.
With me?
Yeah. Over political issues.
There's no political issues today. Only that.
It's great to know that your was it your third uncle, third in line uncle, is going to help the Americans with the Iranians.
Why does he always have to poke his fucking nose at the business? Huh? Why does he? And if you look at it, Mr. Lammy, he's telling the Iranis they shouldn't make a nuclear bomb. Who the hell is he to tell anybody? I told you before. Oh, and by the way, I believe Mr. Myers saw this our interview last week.
All right.
And he wanted me to mention his name again. So hello, Jack.
Sir Jack, is he the reform candidate for WATERHEAD?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be great. Any advice from Mr. Keir before we go? Nothing, Stuart.
One foot spiders.
Oh, cut! the boot's on the other foot now.
It is. I'm not used to getting interviewed myself.
How you doing, pal? Great to see you down at WATERHEAD.
I'm good, really good. Glad to be back. It should be a cracking game today.
Yeah. Any team news? Have you had any updates on team news yet?
Well, to be fair, I've only just took a picture of it.
Oh, right.
So I've not had
Nothing like preparation.
But, yeah, you know me. You know I like to get prepped.
Well, no, Steve over there said go to him now. He'll be well prepped. So, but never mind. No, it's great to have you here, Steve. It's going to be a massive game today. Top of the Premiership. Siddal obviously going great guns as they usually do.
Yeah, they're very consistent, aren't they? You know, don't tend to lose a lot of games. Usually very consistent in the team selection as well. I noticed from looking over recent weeks, Lewis Hosty, he's getting back to the sort of form like he was in at the end of last season, where he finished top scorer of the entire National Conference League. So but
we've got a young lad that might have a say in that as well at the moment.
Yeah. I've been thinking about that. You know, a lad that have been away with points with England. You know, so Harrison Dodd, he's doing fantastically well, and then you've got Keegan Brennan, who's also up there kicking goals for fun, just dominating really.
Yeah, he's had quite a few man of the matches as Keegan. He's been going well.
I think, you know, like he's very will-o'-the-wisp type of half back in here, you know, and he's the type of half that I really enjoy watching. To be fair,
just go and listen to the podcast this week, Dave. Great listen as usual. From 13.
But
there's no but about it. But why do you want to go back to St Anne so much?
Oh, well, you know, you get views.
He told me to say that.
You know what? He's dug me a hole there. I probably dug myself.
Oh, the foothills! What beautiful! What a club!
Yeah, but I said you get the views here as well.
Don't start covering your ass now, Dave. No, it's great to have you here, buddy. Thank you very much, and speak to you soon.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, pal. Here we go. We've got two other guests today. Sorry, what's your name?
Ben.
Ben?
Yeah.
Got Ben from Leeds, massive National Conference League follower, a great WATERHEAD supporter, I believe, from now, are you?
No.
I beg your pardon. Court, it's finished. How you doing, Ben? Great to have you over here.
Yeah,
Is it first time here?
First time here, yeah. It's a nice setup. Impressive, yeah.
And what do you know about WATERHEAD? Anything?
What do I know? It's on the outskirts of Oldham, and it's took me 45 minutes to get here. That's about it.
Well, you're from Leeds.
Yeah.
Got a couple. Hunsley. We've got a couple of obviously big-time ex-league pros that came from here. Barry McDermott and Kevin Sinfield.
Yeah.
You're Rhinos fan yourself?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll go straight on to John then. I'm only joking, Ben. No, it's great to have you here, pal. I hope you enjoy the game today.
Yeah.
Any prediction today?
I think, well, the only time I watched WATERHEAD this year is when you lost at Ulster.
Yeah.
And the only time I watched Siddal this season is when the beat was bowling. So based off them two results, it's going to be Siddal today.
Oh no! Come on! I know you're wrong, but I think it'll be a great game, mate. I do.
That's why I've come. Yeah.
I'm popping just to your left shoulder there, the infamous John from York, who's busy updating team sheets and what have you in chronological order. John, I'm here.
How are you doing?
How you doing, pal? Great to have you over here at the club eventually. Bumped into each other over at York Acorn a few weeks ago. Kept in contact, obviously discussing games, etc. And great to have you finally landing here.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been looking forward to it, haven't we,
travelled over together, you and Ben today. Brilliant stuff. Well, hopefully it'll be a great game. Any prediction yourself, John?
I just think the team with the most desire will win today.
I want a prediction. I don't want philosophy. Who are you going? Come on.
The team that makes the least mistakes.
Yeah.
And the team that executes when the window of opportunity comes along.
And that will be?
It is the top of the league. No remaining champs against
the Pretenders.
I think they'll do it now too.
Really?
I think Ed'll do it now too.
Well, never mind Ben over there. That's the kind of prediction we like. Mr. Greaves is here. John?
He's a legend this time. He's a legend. I love to watch that fucking video just to fucking legend. Oh, any of it.
What, me and him?
The classic, man. You know, you only get you need for your books.
We've just had him. We've got another classic lined up for this week. Don't believe it.
These are all true stories, you know. There's no bullshit.
Okay, fellas, we'll catch up after the game. Great seeing you, lads. Cheers, Ben.
expecting an absolute heat wave, but it's not been that way. It's been showery, I think it would be fair to say.
Yeah, it stopped at the moment. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's still warm. We've got WATERHEAD Warriors in the traditional red and green kit, and Siddal and traditional blue and white hoops, isn't it?
Yeah, very much contrasting kits and contrasting styles, but two of the smartest kits around, I think, in my opinion. Red numbers on the back of the Siddal shirts as well, but nice and clear numbers. We have got this pitch, which we did comment on, is in the middle of a public park, and to be fair, it's full of daisies at the moment, isn't it?
Clover as well,
Clover.
And rabbits, I'll have a field down here.
Tim's not playing.
So referee just checking things and getting things under the way. Just waiting for the ball to get things started. Looks like it's going to be Siddal kicking off. What is on our left hand side? For those of you who know this ground, they're playing at the club end. And Siddal to get things started.
Just been told there are a couple of team changes as well late on for WATERHEAD, so there's no Tim Bridge. Matt Holland has switched from the second row to cover his position this afternoon. We've also got Callum Cameron has come in off the bench to start at prop, and I believe Harry Barker, who we were talking to when we first got here, he wasn't thinking he was going to be playing. He's actually going to be playing this afternoon. So
yeah, he was 18th man, wasn't he?
We're up and running, and here's Phil Joy taking a carry deep within his own half. He's reached the 20-metre line already. There's a bit of a struggle there for one of the Siddal lads. I think it's Harvey Williams who was really struggling in that tackle. He ships across to his left-hand side. Big centre, Harvey Williams, by the way. And they continue to come their way forward now.
Oh, big hit.
Great big hit there on Niall Dean. Across to the right it's moved. That's a big hit as well on Mitch Birch. Birch almost reaches the 40-metre line inside his own half of the field. Perks passes to Owen. Owen across to Keegan Brennan. Brennan gets his kick away. He's got some flight on that. Got some distance as well. It's allowed to bounce by the defence. Oh, and taken by Jacob Rushforth. And I tell you what, the defence took him in as well, to be fair.
Certainly did.
It was one hell of a hit from Adam Robinson. Robinson following up his efforts with a good shot there, and Harvey Williams. Williams to play this ball about 30 metres from his own line. But he's picked up an injury. I said he was struggling just before, didn't I, when he was involved in that hit a little bit previous.
I don't know. I think this might be an extra on Parker. I'm not sure whether it's the one from before. Because he was hobbling out, unless he's just gone down so he can get the attention that he requires. As the rain just starts to gently come down.
You said he was going to stop at 1:45 side.
So just going to check on some of the changes, see if there's any other differences at all.
Who this fella?
But at the moment, Williams still receiving attention. Just getting up, stretching out there. Physio just asking him. And he puts weight on, but off they go. He drives it in there. Good defensive set there from Warriors. And comes Siddal. Two men in the tackle there. Driving it hard and straight. Williams played the ball. Out the ball goes to Hosty. Hosty hoists that all the way down to Jensen Hamilton, who just watches it drift over the dead ball line. And it's a 7 tackle set for Warriors. So as I said, just a little bit of drizzle coming out at the moment. And up to just short of the 40-metre line. Warriors driving forward. Making their way up to the halfway line. Phil Joy being brought to the ground there by 3 of the Siddal defence. Oh, lovely run from dummy half.
Good run from Perks, that one, wasn't it? Cleared the halfway line. Off to the left it's moved. Keegan Brennan just drops it back over his shoulder. Looking for some big yards down that left-hand side. Already they're up to the 30-metre line. Breeze has got up. The heavens have opened again. This is Niall.
Go on, Niall.
Dean across the 20-metre line. He crosses, plays the ball quickly to Perks. One-handed pick up from him. He turns it to the left-hand side. Kick comes in from Owen. Hangs it high. It's contested. Pushing forward. Ball slips out for Robinson. Robinson. Oh, it's knocked on. Certainly ruled a knock on in the end, that one, so it is going to be turnover possession.
Not a bad place to finish the set though, Parky, down in this right hand corner. Let's see what Siddal can do now.
Yeah, so it's run out from his wing position by Jacob Rushforth. He was hit with everything that the defence had in the middle of that field. Joy, one of the two defenders. Just 10 metres away from their own line here, Siddal. Big carry again coming in from Sam Walsh. He's made it as far as his own 20-metre line. WATERHEAD trying to put pressure on this Siddal team. Siddal, generally though, able to deal with this sort of pressure that's put on them from quite an early point. Kick comes in from dummy half from Greenwood. It's a long kick, bounces once, twice, trickles in behind the fullback Jensen Hamilton. Wearing a natty head guard today, and he springs his way into the middle of the field, steps away from two players eventually, gets hit by Danny Williams. He was going nowhere after that hit from Williams, was he?
No head-eye tackle there. It's a penalty to WATERHEAD Warriors.
Just 30 metres away from their own line. So they will take a few more metres here. Obviously, because we're in the middle of a public park, no kicking to touch, you'd never get the ball back, would you? I suppose you'd risk somebody running off with it as well. Tap taken. Here's Cal Murphy. Murphy crossing the halfway line, controlled by 3 in the stop. He'd love to make a couple of metres just beyond. And now it's Joy following up again, linking with Niall Dean. Up to that 40-metre line nearly. Joy will cross that 40-metre line. Coming across to make a low tackle was Josh Milnes. Good hit from him. In fact, we've got 2 Milnes out there, and they're the brothers of the Milnes who plays for Castleford Tigers. Here's Jensen Hamilton pushing forward. Nice stepping run. Up to the 20-metre line he goes. Plays it to Perks. Perks runs across to the central of the field. Then it's out with Keegan Brennan. Brennan kicking through. He's chasing after his own kick. Rushforth picks it up. He's done really well there. It's a great carry, but he's just caught in behind his own line. And it is going to be a dropout. Did I say Rushforth? I meant to actually say Walsh. So Walsh over on that far side, picking up and trying to find the infield. Couldn't quite make it back into the field of play. And it's going to be a dropout from under the post. They're building the pressure here, aren't they? In these early stages. And we've been going for a how long?
Yes, it's. I'll switch this on.
So drop out from under the post. It's a mid-range restart. Chance.
Oh, well taken. Well taken.
Oh, he stole the ball. There is Harvey Williams. Referee wasn't happy with it. We've been going for what, about 8 minutes in this game?
It's round about that, I think.
8 minutes gone in this game. Penalty goes the way of WATERHEAD from the referee Owen Taylor. Gareth Owen to tap this ball 10 metres in from the touchline. Turns it to Phil Joy. Joy targets Milnes in the defensive line. Josh Milnes though wraps him up, falls on the top of him. It's going to be a slower play of the ball, but they're just 12 metres out from the line here, WATERHEAD. Switching the ball to the left with Dean, takes the carry. Former St Helens player, of course, Dean. Plays it 5 metres out. Perks sends it right. Run comes in. Real chance here. Just held up short. That's Callum Cameron wearing the 15 jumper. Now, all the way out. Oh, that was just floating in front of Harrison Dodd there. Managed to take it in, and then the defence got to him really, really quickly.
I think they call that a speculator, don't they, Parker?
They certainly do. Here's Perks running cross field. Bounces off the first challenge. Williams comes back for seconds. Ends up being a really good stop. Still, they're on the 20 metre line here. Haven't managed to get that far forward, but they could get it at the end of something here. Kick comes in, and it's there's a penalty for what?
I think it might be.
I think there's an obstruction off the ball. I think, wasn't there? So there's more pressure. Yet more pressure piling up against the Siddal defence here. At the moment, it's been nothing but regular attack, hasn't it? Regular attack from WATERHEAD.
Yeah, they've been positive. They've been making good yards up the middle, and when they've got those good yards, they then quickly to spread it to either side. I'm going to say Brennan's kicking, or some just gentle little kicks into the dead goal. dead ball line.
And then we saw that one from Owen before, which has teased this penalty from the Siddal defence as Joy sets himself for the line, drives it hard and straight, and he's 5 metres out. He'll play this ball to Perks. Perks will look to his right, plays it to Keegan Brennan. Brennan out to Owen, and then it's further wide. It could be in, and they have it. It's the first try of the game, goes the way of Matt Holland, filling in for the injured Tim Bridge, who hasn't made the starting lineup this afternoon, and Holland opens that scoring. It was wide passes, and he showed some real strength there, didn't he? So that try comes 11 minutes into the game.
Again, the movement there from Phil Joy, pushing up under the 6, ball comes out to this right hand side. Brennan got his hands on it, a lovely bullet pass to the centre, and he's gone in, and it's Brennan to have a go at extending the scoreline. So referee just having a word with Brennan while he set things up ready for this kick, try and add to the conversion.
It's a difficult one. He's kicked over 40 goals this season though, so it's been one heck of a start for him, hasn't it?
It certainly has.
Was amongst the top goal kickers last season as WATERHEAD charged their way out of Division 1. As they charged out of Division 1. He's been a top scorer for the last couple of seasons actually.
And he's got a good range of kicks as well as being good from trying to get conversions, etc.
Just a couple of steps in from that touchline. His face a study of concentration.
I got you now.
In he steps, left footed.
He looks good.
It's a right sure kick.
Very good indeed.
Brilliant, Keegan.
I mean, again, I talk about this, and I think I mentioned it on Wednesday, Park, about the good goal kickers. There's no speed to them. It's just metronomic, I think the word might be. The foot comes, he's a left-footed kicker, and it's strange. Left-handed people and left-footed kickers are always look smart and always look classier. Yep.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Right, okay.
Absolutely positive.
I'm not going to disagree with you, but it's something that I've never heard said before. Certainly not during the Rugby League commentary years. Jamie Green gets us on the late. That's a clever kick.
Good kick.
A real clever kick which finds the touchline about 25 metres from the halfway line. So it means that it's going to be Siddal ball. And a real chance to see them in an attacking position for really what would be the first time in this game.
Yeah. It's
so Milnes, he'll play in the centre of the ground. Greenwood picks up, sends it to his left hand side to Horner.
Shot, Phil.
Horner wrapped up by 3, only able to make a couple of metres there. Disappeared underneath a big tuft of grass as well, to be honest. As Greenwood darts out of dummy half, makes it as far as the 20 metre line. I've always been impressed with Jamie Greenwood. Every time I've seen him, he's just so keen and eager from that position. Long ball out to the right hand side. Milnes puts it further wide. Good tackle there on Hinsley. Hinsley's knocked on. It was a great tackle, to be fair, from the pair of the WATERHEAD players there. Danny Bridge, the one to come up with possession of the ball.
Strong contact in the tackle there, loosening the ball. Referee.
Yeah, he's just going to have a quick word with the Siddal skipper, Keenan Smithies, whether there's somebody who said something out of turn. So he's saying, I'm not going to stand for that much longer.
Have a word and not penalise him.
So it is going to be a scrum.
I won't say that.
Right in the middle of the field. We see this a lot these days, don't we? Teams taking these sort of scrummages into the middle of the field to see what they can work. And WATERHEAD, interestingly, I've got 4 players standing out to the right. That's where the ball comes out to Robinson. Robinson takes on the halfback Harry Milnes, who wraps him up and brings him down 35 metres from his own line. Perks picks up out of dummy half, finds the strong running of the try scorer Matt Holland. Holland wrapped up, plays it in centre field. Ball whipped across to the diminutive figure of Harrison Dodd, and he's forced all the way back towards his own 20 metre line.
Good defence, good line speed there from Siddal.
Was excellent tackling from Christian Ackroyd, and again the tackling is very firm down that side of the field, and it's a knock-on this time. That's been forced against WATERHEAD. Great defence from Siddal.
Yeah, defending really well. And the thing is, they're not giving much away, are they? They're sort of really getting in there tight, making it hard.
So this scrum will pack down just over 40 metres away from the Waterhead line. Again, in centre field. Siddal looking to set something up to the left-hand side of this scrum. They've got play out to the right as well. They could take it either way, couldn't they? But I fancy it's going to come to the left.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But he goes to the right. What do I know?
Yeah.
Great run coming in from Henry Turner. Turner half breaking the line. And he's lost the ball as well when he goes into touch. What a try-saving tackle that was, because it looked just for half a second like he was through down that side, didn't it?
It certainly did.
So plenty of
defence is well on top here at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to say plenty of effort, plenty of good defence, plenty of errors being forced in these early stages of the game.
Isn't it? And I think with that little bit of rain that we've had as well, Park, he's just made the ball a little bit greasy. Floor's a little bit greasy as well. So it's who gets the better of that at the end of the day.
During our show last week, I did say how I love the view from up at Oldham St Anne's. I do like the view from here as well. We're in a great position. And here's Cal Murphy from the back of that scrum. Makes a good 6 or 7 metres on the carry. Moving into dummy half is Perks. Already indicating what he's going to do. Pops it up for Robinson.
Oh, big hit.
Was a big hit as well from Milnes.
Superb here from Siddal.
That was Milnes and the halfback Christian Ackroyd who was moving up there. And again, they've had 2 or 3 tackles and they're only up to that 30 metre line. Now they'll take a few more metres. Coming up now through Mitch Birch. Birch the skipper, 5 metres inside his own half of the field, will play to Perks, and Perks pops it out to the left hand side, looking for the running of Callum Cameron, all wrapped up in the middle of the field. Ball put to the left hand side now. Kick comes in from Keegan Brennan. Was there a late hit coming in there? He stayed down as Brennan. It's been spilled by Siddal. Ball back for Phil Joy. Phil Joy popping the ball out. Pushing his way through, big running coming in there from Mitch Birch. He's put down 5 metres out from the line. Play the ball comes in, long ball to this right hand side. Gareth Owen again, long ball. It's been spilled, however,
bit scruffy there
by Matty Holland. The chance is lost from a Waterhead point of view. Keegan Brennan still receiving some running repairs in the background after that hit. Referee will hold up the clock now.
Got to say, a bit of rush of blood there, I think, from Waterhead Warriors. If they'd just steadied the ship and just got a bit overexcited.
Yeah, a bit of a panic pass from Phil Joy, I think, of all people, because it wasn't really on from him, was it? And it's unusual for him, because usually he tucks it under the arm. He's the ultimate ball carrier, isn't he, for this Waterhead side? But it's Waterhead who lead by 6-0 in this one. That 11th minute try from Matty Holland and goal from Brennan, separating these two sides at the moment. And Waterhead enjoying a lot more territory than Siddal. Siddal with this putting at the scrum though. They've got a central scrum 10 metres away from their own line. Ball comes out and goes across to Lewis Hosty.
Can't give him any space, he'll be gone.
Well, he went on a little forward there, didn't he? Made it outside his 20 metre line. Following up now, good run coming in, Ben Hinsley. Hinsley will play it 30 metres from his own line. Now Milnes, solid hit forward from him as well. Such a good forward, Josh Milnes. Still pretty young as well, I think he's about 24. Ball played short to Horner. Big gut bursting run from him as well, up to the halfway line. Clears the marker. Greenwood, long ball to the right. Ackroyd has spotted open pass in front of him. Half break from him.
He spotted the gap there with the player rushing up.
Now it's played on the right hand side. Hosty gets boots on ball on the last tackle. Heightens it high. Harrison Dodd is comfortable underneath it. Takes on Walsh. Walsh gets the better of that encounter. And it's a quick play of the ball from Harrison Dodd, however. Callum Murphy. He started that run in another Oldham postcode, I think.
Didn't he?
Wow, massive run from him. Gets over that 30 metre line. Perks then passes for Robinson in off his wing to do a bit of carrying and relieve his forwards. He's just over that 40 metre line when the tackle comes in. Phil Joy follows up. No nonsense tackle low down from Horner, that one. And now Dean, big carry. He's only fairly slight for a front row forward, is Dean, but he made some good metres there to get over the halfway line. I think he's feeling the after effects there. So he'll have to have some running repairs done. this will be a blow because he's been amongst Waterhead's top performers this season as Niall Dean.
Come on, Harry.
Mentioned before, had been picked up and played academy rugby at St Helens. So, you know, I think it's a bit of a coup for Waterhead to bring him back into the community game.
Yeah, and we talk about this at Parky, don't we? That's what needs to be done when you're maybe not making the way as good or as quick as they could do, or the opportunities are not there. At least they can come back to their home, as it were, and you know they're always going to be welcome.
It's amazing what this magic spray does these days as well. So there's a physio member of staff that's gone onto the field. He's done a couple of sprays of some aerosol or other, and he's got up, and it's almost as if nothing's happened.
I don't know.
I don't know.
A bit of a limp. Nice day. I think that needs probably a bit of a looking at, maybe strapping up. I think it's called Magic Sponge in a Tin, Parky.
Magic Sponge in a Tin?
Yeah.
Right, I like that. I'll look for that. I'll Amazon later. Might do something with my hip like that. Play the ball from Waterhead. Long ball to the right hand side. Kick comes in from Owen. He's hung it high. Rushforth gets it. And the defence gets him. Carries him back. Referee says everything's okay. He's happy with that. And Waterhead have got the ball back as well. So here's Owen. Puts the step on. Feeds the ball to Barker. Harry Barker wearing the 17 shirt. And Harry gets within 5 metres of the line. Here's Phil Joy from close range. They're twisting him over on his back. That is some superb defence there.
Yeah, that was excellent.
Because again, Phil Joy came at that with some real gusto, didn't he?
Yep.
Drove. That's exactly how we usually see him, rather than passing the ball, isn't it, Parker?
Yeah, that's the role that we want to see Phil Joy.
Yeah, classic Phil Joy.
Owen, step in. Just cutting through that middle. Tackle comes in him from Macaulay Higgins. Higgins brings him down inside that 10 metre line again. It's more great position this for Waterhead, and they've worked out a little nifty move from dummy half, which almost gets Mitch Birch over, but he's going to play it. It's the last tackle. Perks goes short to Joy. He just juggles with it. The chance has gone away from Waterhead. Well defended, I'm going to say, as well from a Siddal point of view. I think they really did front up, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean very much so, because there was all sorts of different moves going on there from Waterhead Warriors. But as we said before, it's a good place to start defending.
Oh, you're enjoying the coverage this afternoon. Siddal under plenty of pressure, but they're riding it through at this moment in time. And at the moment, I'd imagine that their coach, Gareth English, will be really pleased that we're only trailing by 6 points to 0, because they've had no attacking possession. It's all been to our right-hand side as we've been commentating, hasn't it? But Siddal looking to burst their way down that right side, just over 30 metres away from their own end now. Bringing it into the middle. Here's Keenan Smithies, twisting, spinning. Makes a few metres just after contact as well. Quick play the ball to Greenwood. Greenwood will kick forward on the front foot. It's a decent kick.
Forward second.
Hamilton's over there to take it on the full. He'll spin on his axis, looks for the running, tries to step away from Greenwood. He follows up to make that tackle. So they're inside their own half. Sorry, Steve.
Yeah, I was just going to say again, good follow-up defending from Siddal.
Waterhead still inside their own half. We're now 3 tackles into this set. Robinson put down. It's be a fairly quick play of the ball, however. Williams last one up. Owen to his right. Finn Rogers is out there as well. Finlay Rogers. So he's gone into the half. He's wearing the 9. Is Finlay Rogers. So he's actually gone in at standoff. And the standoff that started the game, Gareth Owen, has gone to 9.
Yeah. It's scrum down virtually on the halfway line. Head and feed it to Siddal.
And Siddal come down this left-hand side. Big handoff coming in there from Harvey Williams. He's a big figure of a man.
Say he's tall, isn't he?
He is. He went really well in the last game that we covered when Siddal beat Lee Miners, didn't he? Now they're playing it into the middle of the field. Macaulay Higgins with the carry. Good hustling, bustling charge over the 30 metre line. Greenwood looks round, sees what's on. He'll put it to his right hand side. Ackroyd, lovely little offload from him. Running forward with gusto is Ben Hinsley. Hinsley goes inside the 20 metre line. Tries to eradicate himself from a 2-man tackle. Eventually gets up. And now hurling his way forward is Josh Milnes. Milnes stopped about 5 metres out from the line. Ball to be brought to the right-hand side from Greenwood. Ackroyd plays it out to Hosty. Hosty, oh, that was a lovely face ball. They've dived in at the corner. What a pass from Lewis Hosty. That was inch perfect. Sam Woggs with the try.
Absolutely quality there, Parker. We know what it's like when he gets the ball with regards to speed. He can really motor, but join the line, a superb pinpoint pass out to the wing, and Siddal post a 4-pointer.
It's been a long time in coming. I mean, that's really only the second time that they've had the ball in that area of the field.
Yeah.
That was so clinical as the ball came out, and didn't they look classy?
Yeah, and they were moving it at pace, you know, they weren't frightened at all. So, really smart decision to go wide. They spotted that space, and yep, have gone in.
So 6 points to 4 is the score. Kick to come from Hosty. He's got the try assist to his name as Lewis Hosty.
Did you need to tell
He's
him
another
that?
one who you can virtually put your...
Oh, don't, Steve, don't. You're cursing him. You're cursing
Virtually put
yourself.
Dave's house in.
It's good, it doesn't matter, does it?
He's again just a stride in from the touchline, isn't
To be fair, if you remember last time we saw them was up against Lock Lane, wasn't it? But
Lee Miners.
Lee Miners, that was right. He wasn't kicking then, though, was he?
No, he wasn't.
No.
He's got the goal kicking role back in the last few weeks. Steps up, right footed.
Yep, that is successful.
The house is still safe.
There you go.
6 points each. 25 minutes of the game gone.
Yeah, welcome to Dave Parkinson. Parents want a bungalow tour.
They nearly needed a new one then, to be fair.
So it's all square, 6 points all. I'm probably correct, actually, because there's nothing between these at all.
Well, arguably, you could say that Waterhead should have put more points on. They've had far more attacking possession, but
Siddal defended really well.
Defended really well. That ball will hang up for Hosty, who takes it on his own line and fires it into the arms there of Macaulay Higgins, who certainly keeps offering himself up, doesn't he? So it's going onto the field, keen and eager to get forward. I'm liking what these two wingers are doing as well. Jacob Rushforth with a tough carry at his own end.
Yeah.
Just 20 metres from his own line. Greenwood will play and they'll pass it out to his right, and that's Walsh. Wins the penalty as well, just because the defence was offside.
Certainly well. I thought we were going to give for a high tackle at first there.
Well, I thought so as well. And there's some issue there with Danny Bridge. Bridge is running straight to the touchline. He's gone right off there, is Danny Bridge. So as soon as he's put that tackle in, I think he's broke his hand. Because why would you run off otherwise?
Straight off, isn't he? Yeah.
He's gone straight off after making that tackle. So what it does mean is that we have Morgan Barraclough on the field, who's wearing the number 14 jumper. Steal. Away comes Owen in the middle of the field, makes it a further 10 metres down the ground. He'll play it on the 40-metre line inside the Siddal half, and now running his way forward is a good run from Luke Barber to play it 30 metres away from the line. More pressure coming up on this Siddal defence. First carry for Morgan Barraclough. I mentioned he's on dual registration from Salford Devils. And he'll play it about 30 metres out from the line. Lovely hands from Joy then. That was probably the pass that he was looking for before. Yeah. Running off him was Barker. Barker to play this on the edge of the 20-metre line, and he spilled it. Oh no. I bet if he could wish the ground could open up in front of him, he would jump in the hole.
Totally agree with you. But gotta say, the line speed of Siddal is really good, and they play the ball, controlling it reasonably well.
Yeah, I agree with you, to be honest. I mean, that was just excellent line speed to get in the face of Barker then, wasn't it, as well? So, Siddal back in possession. First carry of the set comes in from Walsh. Next one up is Williams, bounces off the challenge. Danny Williams, all wrapped up. Can be a little bit fiery, Danny Williams, at times, but he's rode with that one. He'll play it 35 metres out from his own line. Oh, big carry coming in there again from Harvey Williams.
So it's the Williams show.
It is. You've got Williams to Williams. Sure, that sounds like a solicitor's. Harvey Williams gets up and he's struggling with that. He's still wants to play on through the pain barriers. Ackroyd spins it out to the right hand side to Hosty. It opens up in front of Hosty. Oh, he tried to find the foot on the hammer then and couldn't quite find the gear. The defence caught up with him well. Infield, it's moved to Macaulay Higgins. That's a great carry again from Macaulay Higgins. Up as far as the 20-metre line is concerned. Siddal in dangerous territory. WATERHEAD doing everything they can to try and slow things down. Josh Milnes, inside pass from him, it's been intercepted.
I was just going to say that certainly Siddal are finding the feet now though, because they're moving up the pitch really, really well. What's the defence going to be like here?
How did Phil Joy get to that one though? That was just an amazing bit of play from him. WATERHEAD now under a bit of pressure themselves inside their own 20-metre line. The latest player to try and escape is Harrison Dodd, and he doesn't get very far. Robinson will make it over that 20, but again doesn't make it very far. Keenan Smithies and Josh Milnes making that tackle pretty uncomfortable for the outside back.
Yeah, the wingers had pushed in, they're just tightening things up. They're dropping back now for the kick.
This is a fantastic defensive set from Siddal. They've only gone 20 metres down the ground. They have to rely on a long kick from Keegan Brennan to try and pin Siddal back, and it's taken by Hosty on his own 20-metre line. He picks his spot, powers over the 40, almost up to the halfway line. Brilliant run from him, that.
Yeah, it's very tall for a fullback as well though, but it glides across the ground.
And here's Walsh, prolific try scorer as far as the National Conference League is concerned. Also does more than his first year in backfield as well. Plays it on the halfway line. Hinsley with the next carry. It's a big one. 15 metres gain from him. Is it building again for Siddal? We're finding these metres pretty easy in this set so far. Ball turned in field to Macaulay Higgins. Higgins on his feet, wraps in. 3 players bring him down eventually. 25 metres away from the line. Greenwood pops it to his left. Here's Ackroyd. Ackroyd speeding at the line. Oh, he had Josh Milnes just at his shoulder. Couldn't pop the pass out. Over that 20-metre line they go. Over on the left-hand side. Lovely ball. Out to Williams. Williams. Back to Williams. And now this is the standoff Milnes. Just scragged and dragged to the floor. Harry Milnes. Oh, referee waves all on. The last tackle. They'll come forward again. Here's Keenan Smithies. Smithies twists, turns, he's put it down, slams it down under the post, and Siddal celebrates.
Yeah, good move there from Siddal. Again, as I was saying earlier on, they've just got the momentum at the moment, moving up the field really, really quick. Bit dubious whether that should have been 6 again myself, I must admit. But what you do is you play on. That's exactly what Siddal did. And Keenan Smithies going in right under the sticks, making this virtually an easy 2 points for Lewis Hosty.
33 minutes of the game gone. The second try of the game for Siddal. And Keenan Smithies touches down. Isn't perhaps as well known for his try scoring, but what a player he is for Siddal.
He's powerful, isn't he? So in that position, he's gone and really, really put the effort in right under the sticks.
It's also what he brings to Siddal as well, you know, with the fact of those tough carries, you know, no matter where you are on the field. If you're Siddal, you look around for the likes of Josh Milnes, you look around for Keenan Smithies, because you know that they're going to get you forward.
That's exactly what they've done there, and he's gone under for a 4-pointer. Hosty just lining things up under the sticks now. Takes a couple of steps back, just relaxes himself, coming in, and it's over. So it's 12 points to 6 in favour of Siddal.
He nearly sent that ball into the beer garden.
They did, didn't he?
It was a big kick, that one. To be fair, the kids just retrieved it before it got that far, so fair play to them as well.
What are the kids doing in the beer garden? There's got to be the question.
We are in Oldham. But it's the visitors that lead by 6 points to 12 in this one. And again, the way that they fought their way and got themselves into this contest, it's impressive. The machine-like for Siddal, they're just able to soak up a lot of pressure that teams can put on them as well.
And WATERHEAD Warriors have got to try and combat this momentum now that Siddal have got, because as I said, they are moving pretty swiftly down the pitch.
That was a long kick-off caught in the arms of Jacob Rushforth, who powered his way to his 20-metre line. Now they'll continue coming down this left-hand side with Danny Williams. Again, grits his teeth, takes on the challenge there of Finn Rogers, the man who's here from Wigan at this moment in time. Played in League One as well this season. And kick from dummy half comes in from Greenwood. It's a huge kick, this. That's a massive kick.
Look at the pace. Look at the pace there.
Jensen Hamilton tries to split the defence. Oh, he was nearly in touch there. To be fair, we can't see the touchline on the far side, though, can we, because of the clover. And Waterhead, they'll live with it. They're 30 metres away from their own line now. And coming forward, but that's a big hit coming in the middle of the field. Siddal not giving much away. Robinson has it now. He'll only make a few more metres. Controlled to the deck by Milnes, controlled by Greenwood.
Siddal are dominating this ruck now.
Owen turns it to his left hand side. Mitch Birch grits his teeth. Overwhelmed though. And again, they'll be so happy with what they've done in this set, will Siddal, the way that they defended. As Finn Rogers puts this ball long, puts it high, it's going to be allowed to bounce. Someone's going to have to name themselves on it, and it's Sam Walsh who does. And he bursts out of the first tackle and makes a good 15 metres post contact.
Yeah, excellent save there. Nice spin, and he's made some good yards.
More good yards coming up from Henry Turner down the right side for Siddal. He'll play it about 8 metres from halfway line. Rushforth comes in a long way to take the next carry and makes the halfway line too, does the winger, who's on the left wing but is nowhere near his position at the moment. Macaulay Higgins with another carry to his name up to the 40 metre line. They're trucking forward at the moment, aren't they, Siddal? Good ball. Running in now is Mason Scott. He's a huge man, isn't he?
He's a beast of a guy, isn't he?
Look at the size of him. What did he feed him in Yorkshire? Ball goes out to the right side. Ackroyd. I thought that was a great ball, to be honest. And then half intercept comes in from Harrison Dodd. It was a try saver. Referee is coming up with a penalty here. The run came in from Ben Hinsley. You took a sharp intake of breath. Did you think it was forward that pass from that?
Certainly likes it from here.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. I just thought it was a really, really good ball. But Siddal not hanging around, tapping this penalty. Forward comes Mason Scott. Lovely hit. Down by 2. 10 metres away from the line. Milnes, short carry. He pops the ball back to Greenwood. Greenwood to his right hand side to Hinsley. Hinsley over the line. He's held up. More good defence coming in this game. Waterhead this time manning the barricades, keeping them out.
They've got to get this ball locked down because the offloads coming in from Siddal are paying massive dividends.
It was brilliant from Milnes. That over the top comes this pass. It bounces up in favour of Henry Turner. Oh, and then something's happened in the background. There's players rushing in.
He dove in on the player who was on the ball. There was no real need for it. There was nothing wrong at the end of the day. He wasn't tackled. So it was similar to the one that was on the television last night, actually.
Was that Rushforth who ended up just pushing out, do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think he'll get penalised for it?
I shouldn't think so. I'd be very, very surprised. It was something and nothing, really. Referees wants to have a word, I think.
No. You can't do.
So score parquet.
Yeah, currently 12-6 in this one to Siddal. 2 tries, the last 2 tries of the game have been scored by Siddal. Referee just having a chat with both captains.
What do you think?
A knock-on is ruled against Siddal here, so it's going to be Waterhead ball.
Yeah, that was correct. But the player coming in, I don't think had noticed that he knocked on. And obviously, he wasn't tackled and he went in, hit him hard on the floor. There was nothing really illegal about it.
So, scrum fed by Waterhead. The ball comes out the back. Good defence again, though, by Henry Turner moving up. Callum Murphy running from deep. He's all wrapped up as well, still inside his own 20-metre line. And now it's Siddal who are starting to dominate territory, isn't it? You know, they're getting nowhere. There's no change in this Siddal defence at the minute.
As I said, they're controlling the rock really, really well.
And again, they're playing it short down the left-hand side, but there's nowhere to go for Harrison Dodd. Infield it comes. Oh, Bridges back on. So he's had his arm wrapped up, his hand wrapped up, and he's okay. Kick comes in, Finn Rogers. Oh, he's really skied that one. It's spinning end on end and end. Quite difficult, that one for Hosty, but he made it look easy, didn't he? He took it in so well.
Need a big defensive set here now, Waterhead.
Got it out to his own 40 metre line as well. Rush 4. More hard fought metres. You're thinking about with how they've been making the metres, they're going to be somewhere about 30 metres away from the line by the end of this set, though, aren't they? I'll say that, which will again be a good reward for them. Macaulay Higgins plays it out the back. Milnes drops it over his shoulder looking for Harvey Williams. He's a right handful, isn't he? This left edge centre. Across to Josh Milnes, the ball goes. Oh, that's a great run. That's superb. He's got the ball in field. He's knocked on.
As the referee said.
I think this has been knocked on, by the way, by Waterhead. Referee has blown his whistle for half time, however, and we go to the break with Siddal leading by 12 points to 6. All the try scoring action got underway in the 11th minute when Waterhead had gone through a real period where they dominated possession, they dominated territory, eventually made it count when the ball came out to this right side. Matt Holland touching it down. Then we saw the Siddal fight back, and really with the second play, I would say, the second decent set of possession inside the Waterhead half. They took the ball wide. Lewis Hosty, brilliant face ball out to the winger Sam Walsh, who sped in at the corner. That was converted brilliantly by Hosty to level the game up at 6 points each. I should say that Brennan added an equally brilliant touchline conversion to that opening score as well from Waterhead. And then 7 minutes from half time, Keenan Smithies forced his way over underneath the posts. That was also converted by Hosty to give Siddal this 12 points to 6.
So easy. So
right at the start of this second half, Keegan Brennan gets us away. That would be a knock on from Hosty. He just bounced up awkwardly at him, didn't he?
Yeah. So what can the Warriors do from here?
And as a result, he's ended up dropping his lollies, and it's going to be a scrum down 10 metres out from the line. In fact, if we were talking yesterday, it was definitely lollies weather, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, not today though. It's still warm.
It is still warm, but we've got this cloud and this intermittent drizzly sort of rain. It's the sort of rain that gets you wet, according to Peter Kay, isn't it?
Is it Billings rain?
Billings
You don't know it's there, but you're wet.
So the scrum down goes in favour of Waterhead. Owen held the ball within the scrum. Now it's fed all the way to this left hand side, and that is Harrison Dodd. Dodd's going nowhere though. Tackle came in on him from Christine Ackroyd. 20 metres away from the line. Waterhead running forward now, rolling forward down the ground through Luke Barber. 10 metres from the line. Ball picked out of dummy half by Owen. Gave it back to Perks. Perks disappears underneath the challenge.
Where's Joy?
Give it the ick.
Oh, but they're taking it down the right hand side. It's Hamilton. Oh, just dragged in. He's thrown the ball out. It's been picked up by Siddal. They're back in possession. Our visitors, Henry Turner, will play it 15 out from his own line. And again, that's a win for the Siddal defence, isn't it?
It certainly is. I've got to say, it was just going sideways when they really needed to try and punch down that middle. That's why I said I was having a lot more Joy was.
Well, that's where he is. He's in the middle of the tackling, and well, I agree with Macaulay Higgins. I think that should have been penalised. It was just over his shoulder. Here's Milnes, Josh Milnes, running free just for a second. Great carry from him, getting over that 30 metre line in the centre of the field. He's left Keegan Brennan on his back. Ball picked up, popped up. Big run from Scott. Oh, he's lost the ball. He did everything right until he hit the deck, and then the ball just squoze out of his grasp, didn't it?
And that's what can happen now, because the pitch is still quite firm. Obviously, got quite a lot of sunshine, so very little rain over the last couple of weeks. So the pitch is still quite hard, but it's still slippery from that slight showers that we've had.
So opening stages of this second half, Siddal still leading this one by 12 points to 6 thanks to their tries from Sam Walsh and Keenan Smithies. Matt Holland with the opening score for Waterhead, who are keeping the ball on the scrum again. Now they're launching a back play out to the right. It's moved and they're on the fly, but that's great covering up defence from Siddal, forcing him back towards his own line, but he's 25 metres out as Rogers drops it back looking for Joy. Joy will cross that 20 metre line, wrapped up by 3. They've still not been able to bring him to the ground, however, so Joy will get the opportunity to play. And here's Rogers. Rogers opening out to Brennan. Brennan, short ball for Bridge, and then he couldn't resist the pass right into the arms of Walsh, who's like a pinball going between defenders. Then he must have handed off 2 or 3 times there before yielding to the challenge. And that's a good carry from Henry Turner. 30 metres out from his own line. He'll play it to Ackroyd. Ackroyd spins it into the arms of Hosty. Hosty not going anywhere with that carry. Good defence from Owen. Owen hits him around his head, just gives him a clip around the ear. I think that was more because he was lashing out with his boots, wasn't it? And 6 of 1.5 runners as the other describes the referee.
Somebody's took a knot there.
Yeah, unfortunately Luke Barber is down in this one, but again Siddal well caught. Referee will intervene, however, because Barber's right where the play ball is.
He's a retard, is that?
And it's our first chance of a breather in the second half. It's been a real high octane sort of start, hasn't it? Again, Waterhead dominating the territory, but not really coming with anything off the back of it, as Hosty kicks from deep. Straight up in the air, Hamilton takes it, 15 from his own line. He's got pace to burn as Hamilton, brings it across to this left hand side, tries to bounce away from the challenger Turner, who wraps him up with a little bit of assistance from Hinsley. And that's another big carry coming in from Cal Murphy. Murphy plays it quickly. Rogers to his left hand side. Dodd's going nowhere, but does actually escape a tackle there. And did pretty well to get out of that, but he's still inside his own half. Perks goes over the halfway line. So I think the setup we've got at the moment is Perks playing loose forward. Phil Joy running up straight through the middle. We've got Gareth Owen in at 9. We've got Finn Rogers operating at half-back on the right, and he takes possession now, chips it over the top. He's after this one. Oh, brilliant take from Hosty.
Yeah, good colour there from Hosty. He knew it really well.
And he knew he was going to get battered, so it was brave from him too, wasn't it? So Siddal back in possession, just over 20 metres away from their own line. Referee keeping a close eye on the Waterhead defensive line. Big run coming in from Harvey Williams. Plays it fairly quickly. Then following up is Danny Williams. Williams reaches that 40 metre line, just gets a little bit beyond. This is a must complete set for Siddal to try and force the ball back. And
it's gone backwards.
He's lucky there, isn't he? Harry Milnes is really lucky. It hit his shoulder, did appear to bobble. And then Hosty will kick from deep again. Straight down the middle of the ground. It takes a wicked bounce. And it bounces, fortunately, into the arms of Finlay Rogers, who does a pretty good impression of a full-back with that counter-attack. Over the 40 metre line he goes. Now Robinson, again following through to the halfway line of Robinson.
That bounce has made a good return now for Waterhead bodies, hasn't it?
It has. But can he get even further down the ground? Dodd is all wrapped up. Just 5 metres inside the Siddal half the field. Perks at dummy half.
Siddal compressing this line. The wingers are quite a few yards in from the touchline, certainly on this side.
Oh, forward pass. Comes from dummy half from a Waterhead point of view. They'll give this ball away. And Phil Joy threw it away in disgust.
Yeah, not happy.
Couldn't believe it.
It's the basics at the end of the day, Parky, isn't it? You know, so you can see you're in a good position, you're on the attack, and suddenly you've turned over and you're giving the opposition the chance to gain that momentum again.
We've got a bit of sunshine and showers, haven't we? The sun is trying to break through.
Get him an Haribo.
So the scrum will pack down 30 metres away from the Siddal line. Siddal to take possession. They'll get the ball to the left hand side and look to Hosty to get them forward again. He obliges to the fullback. Really decent player, Hosty.
Very much.
They'll use the short side well and go to Harvey Williams, who gets them over the halfway line. They're in for a good set here if the start is anything to go by. Big run coming in from Don Booth. Well controlled though by the Waterhead defence. Siddal not quite up to the 40 metre line. Referee wipes all on, so it's another set 6 coming up. Oh, that's a lovely ball into the arms there of Josh Milnes from Macaulay Higgins. Milnes to play this in the middle of the field. 30 metres out from the line. Forward comes Don Booth again. Big carry from him. Makes more metres on this occasion. Does Booth fairly quick play the ball. Milnes offers himself up. Plays it out to Ackroyd. Ackroyd further away to Hosty. Hosty quickly through his hands. and in the end they've got to just thankfully drop on the ball in the form of Henry Turner. But here's Sam Walsh, very nifty on his feet inside the 20-metre line. He goes. Greenwood from dummy half, dummies to the left, brings it to the right. Hosty kicks forward. Hosty, oh, he's won the race. Has he touched that down? Is the referee going to give this one?
I think he is.
He does point to the spot. That was real quality individual stuff from Hosty. He spotted that Hamilton was just a little bit behind the play of the ball. He was just ever so slightly not in position, and we're only talking by about a metre here, by the way, Steve, so it's not a lot, and he's chipped forward and he's won the race. He's managed to get inside of Hamilton and touch down.
He injected himself into the line there. Once the ball was in his hands, he was looking at what was behind the line there, and obviously there was a little gap. Got to say as well, Parker, and I think we mentioned this before, this area at the corner during the winter months can get really boggy, and as you can see it's probably got most of the clover on, so the ball's always going to hold up a little bit. I think though, whether he's used that to his advantage, because I know they were looking at it when they were warming up.
They were looking at that area and down this whole side.
But Hosty's come up with a try, and he wants to improve that again.
He's come up trumps with that one. I thought that was really good individual stuff from him.
Initially I thought it had gone too far, but it did just, he got the right bounce on it, it held it up, and he backed himself and went for it.
So 16 points to 6 in favour of Siddal now. Can Hosty make it 18 points to 6?
So he's just taking a couple of steps back. It's to the right hand side of the post, weighing things up, takes a step back, comes in, swings that right leg, and over he goes. So just over 10 minutes gone in this second half, and it's worth 18 points to 6 in favour of Siddal. And to be fair, they shot themselves in the foot there, didn't they, at Waterhead? A couple of easy 6 agains and losing the ball, various things like that. Cut those things out, and there will be in it a bit more.
Yeah, it was built and almost handed to Siddal on a plate, that sort of field position. Tell you what, that's half decent football skills from Harvey Williams. He stuck the big boot at it, managed to control it and get on the end of it to start the counter-attack here for Siddal from that kickoff. Here's Booth. I don't know what Gareth English says to his substitutes, but he must say, when you get on, make it count.
And
do as much as you can, because Booth has gone on and he's done about 4 or 5 carries so far. Macaulay Higgins was fantastic during his spell, and he's still out there. In fact, he'll take the ball now and bash his way another 6 or 7 metres forward. But all the substitutes are having an impact, aren't they? As Greenwood finds Booth again, he crosses the halfway line, chalks an easy 10 metres off, last tackle signal. Greenwood turns it to his left. Hosty seems to have taken over the kicking in this second half. Oh, and he's put loads of pressure on there. It was a decent high kick.
Good set though, very good set.
A really good set from Robinson. But like you said, some really good pressure being put on from Rushforth as well. And decent pressure again from Siddal. This is what the best sides do. This is why they are so consistent. This is why, for me, it's between them and West Hull again this year.
You think so?
I honestly do, looking at it. Yes, I think that Waterhead can have a say in it. Yes, I think there's other teams that can have a say on their day. But you look at the consistency of their performance, there's no real weakness, is there? And let's be honest, they've been trying to find it out of Waterhead. They're still not out of this game, however, as they trail by 18 points to 6. Last tackle.
Good kick.
Finn Rogers, long butt kick downfield. Oh, it bounces. They're going to have to play it. Hosty does. It was allowed to bounce on that far side of the field. Now taken forward.
Need a good defensive set here, Waterhead.
That's a good carry, that, from Rushforth down that side.
No silly penalties.
Picked up out of dummy half. Siddal will go again. Evasive stuff from Sam Walsh. Up to his own 20 metre line. Ackroyd at dummy half. Pops it to his right hand side. That's a big carry, but equally strong defence from Perks. Equally strong defence from Murphy. Booth. Yet another carry forward. I think that's about his 7th carry since going on the field. Last tackle signalled. Kick comes in from Hosty. Oh, you're put under pressure there. That's gone out on the full. That was great pressure from Waterhead.
It was a good set that defensively for Waterhead. As I said, no silly penalties. And they come up trumps.
Just got it wrong, but I think you can really put the benefit of that defensive line from Waterhead, and they'll go on the attack now. Here's Mitch Birch. Stands tall in that challenge. Macaulay Higgins and Don Booth involved. Ball moved to the middle. Phil Joy. Big carry from him to get over that 20-metre line. They're in dangerous territory here, Waterhead. Can they put something together? Here comes left with Rogers. Rogers feeds it out. Run coming in from Morgan Barraclough. Barraclough put down with just 10-12 metres away from the line. Perks will turn it to his right hand side to Barker.
Go on, H.
Big charge from Barker. Rolled on his back though, 2 metres out from the line. Referee keeping a keen eye on the Siddal defence. Long ball to Brennan. Brennan out to Rogers. Rogers put it down. Oh, he was. You know what he was doing? He was thinking about his play. He was going to hold of it. He was. He was thinking about the play he was putting on before he got hold of the ball.
Just what they didn't need. It just needed to stay there, build pressure, get another good set of 6 in.
So the scoreline remains 18-6 in favour of Siddal. Good performance from the men in blue and white this afternoon. It's a decent game, this one.
It is.
Enjoying this. And that big figure before, who got tackled, who I was thinking, I think the sun went in when he went in. It's Leo Dow. So I believe Leo Dow is making his debut this afternoon for the Siddal first team. One of 3 brothers within the setup at Siddal.
And here comes the sunshine.
I thought you was going to burst into a Beatles song there. I thought you was going to say, "Here comes the sun."
Shine.
Look at this. Oh, Don Booth to play this ball. It's about his 8th carry. Kick comes in from dummy half from Greenwood. It'll pin Waterhead back. We've not got 40-20s this afternoon, so Jensen Hamilton cuts it off at the pass. But again, they keep him up in the tackle. They force him back, and he'll play it 15 out from his own line. Dodd going nowhere, but winning the penalty because the markers were offside.
That was smart. That quick played the ball. Noticed that they were not in position. And again, this could be the same.
Did well there.
Very close. Yeah.
Dow comes up with the tackle. Oh, we've got a problem here for Milnes. Josh Milnes.
He's holding his elbow. I think he might have done his elbow or possibly his shoulder.
To be fair, I mean, he's not the sort of player that stops down. We know, having seen him in the past, he's a real tough cookie, a real tough character. And like you say, he's reached straight for the elbow.
Give us some support.
So we got this stoppage after how long of the second half, Steve?
It is
about 16 minutes.
Yeah, just over 16 minutes.
What do you make of what you've seen in the opening 16 minutes of the second half?
Waterhead are better at the beginning of the second half. More towards how they were at the beginning of the first. But saying that, Siddal have more or less continued from where they finished off. You know, the building pressure. I'm just wondering if this is an elbow injury.
Oh, they've tried different flexations, haven't they? And he's okay to continue for the time being. Is Josh Milnes? Geez, they make these rugby league players tough, don't they?
Magic sponge and obtaining wonders.
And then the next player off the rank is Phil Joy. We know how tough he is. He's to the halfway line. Quick play the ball. Perks. He spun that pass to his right like a bullet into the arms of Morgan Barraclough. Barraclough up to the 40-metre line. Inside the Siddal half the field. Is it building here for Waterhead? Big carry coming in from Harry Barker. Barker almost up to the 30. He'll play this ball to Perks.
Controlling the ruck well though, Siddal.
They did. They just slowed it down enough, didn't they? As Keegan Brennan kicks it out looking for Dodd. And the bounce just evades him. Just evades Walsh. And it's going to be Siddal's favour. So this will be a turnover in the middle of the field, just 10 metres away from the line though, so it's a decent field position.
Yeah.
Ackroyd plays it. Carry from Rushford. I love that. A winger named Rushford. Because that's what they do, isn't it?
Well done, Finn.
Harvey Williams, strong carry, equally strong tackle on that right hand side though. As we look on.
Yes.
There's some real close encounters out there today, isn't there? 18-6, but they've given away a penalty. Disappointing Perks and Robinson, a little bit too slow to get up for our referee Owen Taylor, who I think he's doing well out there. He's controlling things, hasn't he?
Considering there's just him and
He's on his own, no touch. Tap taken here. Harvey Williams, big carry, gets on beyond the halfway line. Deserves a try for his efforts for me this afternoon, Harvey Williams. I want to see whether they can get him free inside the 20-metre line. Macaulay Higgins plays this ball 45 out from the line. It comes down this right-hand side. Don Boodley on the carry. That should be a penalty, and is. The tackle drifting high.
Again, their own worst enemies at the moment in Waterhead.
Callum Cameron it was who went a little bit too high. Keegan Brennan also involved too. Perhaps a combination of the two. Jimmy Greenwood.
Killing us.
I didn't think they were able to kick the ball to touch, but he's just done so. But lucky if they get that back.
Yeah, that's it. I think one of those dogs has just retrieved him. Oh, no, they've got it back, yeah.
What, a golden retriever in Waterhead Park. Then infield it's moved from Siddal. Josh Milnes builds this one.
He's better.
Runs it in. About 20 metres away from the line. Greenwood at dummy half. Long ball left. Milnes slips it out.
Oh, lovely ball.
That was great. And they're sliding in. It's Lewis Hosty who goes in. But that was all brilliant from Josh Milnes. I think that also Danny Williams was involved, and sliding over for his second try of the game, Lewis Hosty.
Yeah, I've got to be said that again, going through the hands at pace. Even the prop put a nice little pass in, and going in the corner 20, just over 20 minutes into this second half.
Now the surface, that's
Great line speed.
So it's been a double Hosty blow, hasn't it, really, as far as Waterhead are concerned. Fullback doing well to get on the end of that one, but that was unselfish play as well from Danny Williams, because he could have gone it alone, couldn't he?
He could have.
I like that. I like when you've got that team first mentality about you.
But it made the kick harder for Hosty.
Well done, Keegan.
So was it a win-win or a lose-lose? Nevertheless, it takes them forward, but no one else is kicking.
We'll tell you in about 30 seconds whether it's a win-win or a lose-lose. It's definitely a lose so far for Waterhead, that one, isn't it? Conceding there. I thought that was just a really clinical piece of play.
When they get in the stride, the ball moves really quick. And whether you're a back or whether you're a forward, it goes through hands. Here's Hosty. And he's missed. They put the markers on him.
So the scoreline here at Waterhead Park is Waterhead 6, Siddal 22.
Yeah, just coming up to 21 and a half minutes gone in this second half. But I'm knocking down now Waterhead and trying to spend some time in this Siddal 40-yard area. And
still not
put some pressure on.
It's still not completely done as far as Waterhead are concerned. That's a tricky restart. Don Booth does well to collect it. Sparks the counter attack. All wrapped up. Loses a bit of metres as well. But back in possession of Siddal, 20 metres from their own line. Here comes a strong run from Rushford. Ball goes loose. I thought it ripped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just the way that it came out of the tackle, it didn't seem natural.
Yeah. Again, shooting yourself in the foot.
It's just
giving easy yards.
It's inviting Siddal onto it, isn't it? So they'll take the time, they'll settle it down. Harvey Williams, he dummies the tap, and then referee says you're taking it from the wrong spot anyway. Ball turned in field. Milnes drops it back. Harry Milnes drops it back for Josh Milnes. The two Milnes brothers combining. tiny player, Harry Mills, isn't he, at 6 for Siddal. Here comes Don Booth yet again. How many carries is this?
Yeah, he's not trying to hold his hand up, is he?
Greenwood from dummy half goes direct at them, drags 2 defenders in, eventually will fall to the tackle, but he's on that 40-metre line in centre field. Siddal looking like they're flooding forward again as Hosty drops it back over his shoulder, looking at Keenan Smithies. That was a lovely slight of footwork then from him as Greenwood picks up. Goes short to Don Booth. Booth drops it off, looking for Greenwood again. Greenwood spins out of 1, comes across to this right side, drops it back for Dow. Dow gets through the first carry, gets through the second challenge. He's 5 metres out from the line. Last tackle signalled here. Siddal on the charge. Ball will go to this right side with Ackroyd. Ackroyd across. Oh, lovely hands.
Lovely play again.
Superb pass. It came out just at the right time. Henry Turner on to Sam Walsh. Walsh has his second try.
Got to say, Parky, virtually identical, other than it was a pass rather than a kick. But the ball going out with such speed, just coming up to the 24 minutes mark gone. Could it get away from Waterhead now?
I think it's away from them now, to be honest. But I mean, that was superb. That was just really, really clinical. That from Siddal, bringing the ball down this right side. Ackroyd wanted it. Ackroyd got it. Was able to fire it to the rest of his back line, and then it was beautiful sleight of hand from Henry Turner. Sam Walsh untouched at the corner.
Yeah, I've got to say, in the middle of all that, Greenwood was conducting everything, wasn't he?
He's been superb this afternoon, Greenwood. Been really impressed with him every time that I see him. He's also had stints in the pro ranks as well, and it always surprises me that he's not spent more time in the pros, because he's definitely that sort of standard. No doubt.
He's busy, isn't he? He's looking about, he's bringing his forwards on and looking for the gap, putting plays through gaps, and Dirty was just making sure that ball was going to get across the really, really sharpish. Hosty trying to add the extras right on the touchline, about a yard in. Is that old money yard?
You'll be talking in farthings and threepenny bits next.
Silver sixpences. Oh, good kick. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
That moves the scoreline on to Waterhead 6, Siddal 28. 4 goals out of 5 as well for Hosty.
Yeah, he's as I say, he's so metronomic. He just lets that foot swing through nice and easy. He's
back with a bang, isn't he, from his goal kicking?
Yeah. And also setting up players as well as scoring tries as well.
So back on the halfway line, Finn Rogers has come up with a couple of really good variations on kick restarts, hasn't he? So I wonder what he's got in the locker now.
Ball, T-ball.
I think he's checking the ball.
Well, we need a kicking to be honest. So scoreline here: 6 points to Waterhead, 28 to Siddal. When you consider the amount of pressure that they have been under at times in this one, Siddal, this is a good play. I think there's about 4 or 5 players offside then from a Waterhead point of view, and it's caught on the full by Harvey Williams, and he wishes he hadn't taken it because Phil George dropped on him. Here comes Booth again. Must be into double figures with his carries, with the amount of times I mentioned him now. Been really heavily involved this second half. Offered his side decent go forward. Big run from Leo Dow, just over his own 30-metre line. Greenwood looks round, pops it in field, looking for an inspirational run from Milnes. Josh Milnes spins within the challenge, 5 metres inside his own half. Quick play the ball to Greenwood. Oh, he's off down the ground, skips out of 2, still carries on going beyond the 40-metre line as his leg ripped from under him. I'm not too keen on how that challenge eventuated.
Could be time in the bin.
There is a yellow card shown straight away. The yellow card shown. Mitch Birch is trying to plead his innocence, but it's not really forthcoming. And he has been sin-binned after 67.
Just got to 28 minutes in the second half.
Sin-bin.
Hosty going to take the shot at goal.
You may as well.
Yeah.
You may as well. I mean, here as well, I don't know whether we've mentioned it in our commentary, but you've got the... It's not a full-length pitch, is it? You've got the... it's like a Castleford pitch, really, isn't it? If you think of Super League grounds, Castleford, because you've got the 30 and the 40 metre lines, probably separated by about 5 metres, really.
There's very little wind, very slight breeze, so if he's got the distance...
See, you said this, and now there's suddenly a gust. That's got up in our face.
It's nothing.
So Hosty, 4 goals out of 5. Can he make it 5 out of 6 and take Siddal to 30 points in this game? Good contact. Referee watches it. Referee awards the 2 points. Scoreline moved on again. 6 points to Waterhead, 30 points to Siddal.
That's 28.5 minutes gone. I mean, to be fair, I mean, as much as it was, certainly was a penalty, there was no malice in what he did. It was just, whether that was 10 minutes or not, I don't know.
He's took him beyond the horizontal, though. That's the dangerous part of it. He's been sin-binned for what would be considered a dangerous tackle. Oh, they've gone short again through Finn Rogers. They've got the ball. That's well done from Waterhead Warriors. Now they're on the attack. Can they come up with a try? A second try that the efforts deserve this afternoon. Joy carries. Always offers himself up. Inside the 20 metre line he goes. Plays this ball directly in front of the post. It comes out amongst the back line. Rogers drops it back, looking for the running of Callum Cameron. Ball just bobbled in his grasp though, which I think took the sting out of his run. And now Barker, solid carry, gets inside the 10. Perks, options to his left hand side, runs it, links with Owens. Owens across. Rogers puts the brakes on, comes back to the right, kicks forward for himself, chasing after it. Oh, and just at the right time, Greenwood's boot arrives to boot it towards the clubhouse.
And it's
going to be a drop out from under the post.
Yeah. Some inventiveness from Finn.
I like that from Finn Rogers.
Yeah. Possibly maybe a little bit more of that needed earlier on. I don't know.
Waterhead now trailed by 30 points to 6. We're approaching the latter stages of this game, in towards the last 10 minutes. I think we've just reached that with this drop out. It's a lengthy drop out, that one. Reaches the halfway line, going underneath that one. Finds Phil Joy. He powers his way back and is tackled just in front of that 30 metre line.
Again, the control in the ruck out there. Siddal.
Perks, short ball. The defence moves up.
Getting the man on the back most of the time.
Barker. Whoa, that was a big hit from Horner. That Adam Horner didn't miss, and has forced him on his back as well, so he's won the ruck there. Yep. As Horner. Perks links with Owen. Owen links with Rogers. Rogers out to Murphy. That was a super tackle low down from Sam Walsh, wasn't it? Ackroyd also involved. Joy runs it back towards the centre of the ground. Last tackle. 12 metres out from the line, Waterhead. Rogers. Shaped a kick, then passed. It's passed out to forward Hamilton. No, there's a penalty here, offside. Offside against Siddal. I get the feeling that
they get on the score sheet here.
I get the feeling the referee was having a quick word in the Siddal players, and then they strayed offside anyway. So Barker goes on the charge. Horner finds him with the hit. Hosty's also involved as well. Kane and Smithies too. Ball moved to the right hand side. In fact, he's picked it up as Perks. He dummied. I fell for the dummy.
I think he's in.
I thought he'd passed, but he kept it under his wing and dived over the line. Brilliant work from him.
Gotta say, a little bit more direct. It was going from side to side and really getting nowhere, but decided to just have a little dart from dummy half, and has gone in on that right hand side there, Perks. And that's on 32 minutes.
Puts Waterhead into double figures.
And
I think this is Finn Rogers who's attempting the conversion as well. Quick as you like.
Left footed, nice and easy. goes. And successful. So,
Make another bleeding play
some
conversion.
respite and consolation there for Waterhead Warriors.
12 and 13.
Obviously, they want to improve on that. Or at the very least, keep Siddal down to the score that they're on at the moment, which is, Parky,
12:30.
12:30 already.
That's not the time. We're past that. Didn't read into us 4 o'clock, are we?
Yeah, Siddal just sauntering up to the halfway line. They have no need to rush from their point of view. Greenwood just gonna set the kicking tee up.
I'm missing a couple of their regulars this afternoon, Siddal, like a lot of teams do. You know, they tend to be much stronger with the home lineups than the sides they're able to name away from home, aren't they? And we're approaching this time of year where anything can happen. Oh, that ball is sent really long. Is it too long? Well, it's well taken by Owen, right on the far side. Spins it into the arms of Joy. But I think this has been a good performance from Siddal.
Yeah, professional.
I think that they're going to end up with the win. It's about how Waterhead finished this game, isn't it? As Harrison Dodd gets away from one, gets away from two. He's down this left wing, can't escape the clutches of the third man. It's a really good run. 40 metres from his own line, he's gone. I'm going to play it to Perks, the last try scorer, into the arms of Rogers. Rogers back to Barker. Barker spilled it under pressure. It was a superb hit from Scott, I think it was, underneath that one. He got right underneath the ball as well, did Scott.
He certainly did. Great line speed, pushing the attacker back.
Last one more.
Got right under.
Right under.
So Ackroyd turning round, having a chat with his back line. It looks like, well, they've got 3-3 split behind this scrum, so they've got equal option of which way they can go. They'll come to the right with Hosty. Hosty puts the step on, goes back inside. I think he was wanting to pass it to Greenwood, but Greenwood said, no, you take that tackle. I'm happy going into dummy half here. Dow running the run down the right hand side, but it goes to the left, and that's a strong hit up from Macaulay Higgins. Great carry from him. I suppose we're at that sort of time where we can start thinking about players of the match. Adam Horner with another strong carry towards that 20-metre line. Anyone really impressed you this afternoon, Steve?
Certainly from a Siddal point of view, I think Greenwood has been instrumental in lots of things.
Ackroyd kicking, the ball being kicked into the corner, just beats everybody. You were saying, Steve?
And of course at full-back, Lewis Hosty has been involved in everything with regards to scoring tries, kicking, whether it be conversions, whether it be little kicks into goal and backing them up himself. From a Waterhead Warriors point of view, I think Phil Joy has been really, really good. And of course the new man Finn Rogers certainly in the second half has sparked things up, but I think it just got away from him a little too much by the time he's made his entrance.
So are you thinking Lewis Hosty overall?
Yes,
is that what you're thinking from a Siddal point of view? It's been a good effort this afternoon. Still 30 points to 12 in Siddal's favour. Waterhead in possession just over the halfway line, pushing their way through the middle through Phil Joy, the other player that has caught Steve's eye this afternoon.
Come on, ref.
Ball to be played to Perks. Perks picks up and brings it left. Rogers kicks over the top, looking for Dodd. It's then spilled. Offside. And Ackroyd has come out to that from an offside position as the ball was spilled by Sam Walsh.
37, that.
He's
got to be on now, Mitch.
took a bit of a heavy knock.
Yeah, Ackroyd's not happy after that, is he?
No.
He dived on it. I think he's winded himself because of the way he's dived on the ball, to be honest with you.
I think he's dove on it, and then the tackles come on top of that. Again, nothing wrong with it.
3.
I hope you've enjoyed the coverage this afternoon, our NCL live coverage as part of the 13 Pro Community Rugby League show. We've taken it on the road again. This is our first game for 2 months, Steve.
Is it that long?
It is, it's been a while.
Oh, we've been doing the foreigners though, haven't we, Parker?
Great tackle there on Cal Murphy, 5 metres out from the line. Play the ball comes into Perks. Perks finds Rogers. Rogers in turn finds Owen. He finds Barker. Barker stopped on the 10-metre line. He's gone into the what looks like the barren part of the field, which is a little bit of a muddy patch. How's they got a muddy patch with all the weather we've had as Rogers brings it left. Ball spilled, however, by Murphy. Big defence from Henry Turner again. It's been good between them two, hasn't it?
Yeah.
From a defence and attack point of view against each other.
As much as Finn Rogers has been really good, I think they've missed Keegan Brennan's influence a lot in this. Keegan, it's Keegan Brennan. Yeah. He's influencing this second half, so I don't know what's been the matter with him.
So 30 points to 12 into the closing stages of this game. Another win it will be for Siddal as they go on the hunt for rising to the top of the National Conference League yet again.
Oh, good defence. Good defence.
3 put into the stop there from a Waterhead point of view. Siddal 10 metres away from their own line. Don Booth offers himself up for another carry. Eventually disappears just before that 20-metre line. Ball played and moved infield to Rushforth. Hit again.
Super hit.
Callum Cameron hit him with everything he had. And then he's followed up as well, but this time Horner has taken exception to it. The two of them going at each other like stags.
I don't think there was anything wrong with the tackle. It was just hard. I'm surprised Mr. Horner's got.
Trouble is, there's a bit of frustration in the air now from Callum Cameron. He's surrounded by Siddal players. Referee can only watch one thing at once, can't he? He's letting everybody calm down.
At the end of the day, as I say, I don't think there was anything wrong at all with the tackle. It was a good hard tackle. He just did 2 on the top. I mean, and Mr. Horner wasn't keen. And referee says, come on, play the ball.
Come on, guys.
Spot on.
We've got a game to finish here. Horner plays it. This is Scott. He's throwing himself around, isn't he, Callum Cameron?
Yeah.
I mean, arguably, he's not the biggest of forwards, is he? But he hits with everything.
Well, he's setting an example, isn't he?
Yeah. Don Booth, strong carry, over the 40-metre line he goes. He's heading towards the halfway line as well.
He's had a cracking game as well.
He has since he's gone on. He's made loads of carries, loads of metres. He's offered himself up on regularity. Kick comes in from dummy half from Greenwood. Greenwood slides it into touch. Referee blows his watch, checks the whistle, blows for full time. It's another win for Siddal. This one on the road. They won this afternoon by 30 points to 12 against Waterhead and the tail of the tape. Well, in the 11th minute, Waterhead actually took the lead. Beautiful look out to the right hand side. Matt Holland getting in for a try that was converted brilliantly as well from the touchline from Keegan Brennan. Sam Walsh then got the first of his 2 tries after 25 minutes to put Siddal on the board. That was converted by Hosty, who had been the try provider with that. And then 7 minutes from half time, Kanan Smithies managed to force his way in under the post. That was converted. 12 points to 6 was the half-time advantage in favour of the visitors from Halifax. It got better for the visitors in the second half. A try after 48 minutes. Hosty kicking forward for himself and winning the race went up against Jensen Hamilton. He converted to make it 18 points to 6. And then there was a flowing move involving 2 forwards and an outside back before the ball reached Hosty on the hour mark. Hosty gliding over for his second try. That was unconverted, but he was on target yet again, was Hosty, just 4 minutes later after Walsh touchdown on the right side. And again, that was some excellent movement down the right side as far as Siddal were concerned. Mitch Birch, the Waterhead skipper, found himself in the sin bin after 67 minutes and up stepped Hosty at that stage to add the final points with a penalty from about 40 metres out. And then the final try of the game came 8 minutes from time. James Perks squeezing his way in from a Waterhead point of view, and the goal was converted by Finlay Rogers. It's finished here. Waterhead Warriors 12, Siddal 30. Final thoughts, Steve?
Yeah, final thoughts on a Waterhead Warriors point
top
of view.
amateur teams who've been around for however many years, but certainly over the last sort of 10-15 years, been right up there every single year. it was something we're really looking forward to today. Us going up the divisions and then testing ourselves against the best is something we really wanted to do. We invested so much into the game, and for periods we sort of, you know, we were doing okay, but I think good sides do exactly what you've done. Soak up loads of pressure and then go away with spoils. What you can't do against teams like yourself is invite to your line, because you're just so clinical when you got down into that part of the field. So congratulations to Siddal. I thought you were really good for that. For our lads, exactly the same, a bit of a learning curve for us. We'll kick on to next week, give it our all like we always do, and we'll just see where we are at the end of the season. But from Keith and myself, massive efforts from our young lads today, and obviously big Phil at prop, who right minutes he plays. It's incredible for someone who's 44, I think, at the moment. So great effort from Phil. A massive massive thank you to our sponsors. Our sponsors today is our under 14s team. So Steve Stannon and Kieran Brown. Massive thank you to them. Great to have Dave Parkinson and Steve Beach from 13 Pro-Am, who obviously promote the game of rugby league, especially at grassroots. It's absolutely fantastic to see. So massive thank you to them for coming down to WATERHEAD today. On to the man of the matches. Keith and myself went for your number 13, who thought were absolutely outstanding. That's Josh Mills. Our sponsors and also Siddal went for our number 20, who plays 9, James Burke. So James, if you want to come up. So, although we've been beat on the field today, we do pride ourselves with our drinking. We are one of the top teams who never lost a drink, so hopefully we can carry this on today. So James, 3, 2, 1.
Go on, Jimmy, lad. Come on, Jim. Easy.
Listen, it's fantastic to host such a great team. Hopefully we'll see you over the next few years plenty of times and build them relationships. So all the best for the rest of the season, lads, and catch up with you soon. Cheers.